Eric Trump on Fox.
I'm a big fan of the senator. He's an amazing guy. I was just with him a couple days ago. He worked very hard on the campaign, and we're a big fan as a family of the senators. But I'll let my father break that news.
Senator Rubio's been outspoken about the need to be more aggressive with China and Venezuela. More on the incoming administration from Fox's Aisha Hosni in West Palm Beach, Florida. Well, we know that Stephen Miller is going to be Deputy Chief of Staff, Tom Homan as Border Czar. President-elect Trump, meantime, is still scheduled to be sentenced for his criminal hush money conviction November 26th. The judge in New York is expected to announce today whether to vacate the conviction because of a Supreme Court ruling that former presidents have broad criminal immunity. Judge Juan Merchan could let the verdict stand, dismiss it altogether, or order a new trial. The airport in Port-au-Prince, Haiti is closed until at least next Monday. 2 commercial jets were hit by gunfire. A Spirit Airlines plane coming in for a landing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, diverted to the Dominican Republic, and a JetBlue plane that was leaving Haiti, flying safely to New York after being hit. A flight attendant on the Spirit Airlines jet is reported to have unspecified minor injuries. Sentencing scheduled for December 20th for a man convicted of murdering 2 teenage girls in Delphi, Indiana, Richard Allen.
The verdict in the killings of 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German, whose bodies were found a day after they vanished in 2017 during a hike. That's reaction outside the courthouse when the verdict came down.
That's Fox's Jeff Manasso. America's listening to Fox News.
The world of business moves fast. Stay on top of it with the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday. Fox Business reporters, anchors, and hosts will bring you beneath the stock market speculation and boardroom drama to tell you about the biggest business stories of today. Whether you're on Main Street or Wall Street, Fox Business is invested in you.
Listen to the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
It is time to take the quiz.
5 days a week, it's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We ask people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
Including the pre-Super Bowl era, what NFL franchise has won the most NFL championships?
I'm going to say the Cowboys.
I guess I would say the Packers.
How'd you do? Exactly. These get tougher, so hang on.
Make sure you take the quiz every weekday at thequiz.fox. Thank you for taking the quiz.
There's a call in the Arizona Senate race. Democrat Ruben Gallego beating Republican Carrie Lake. Republicans end up with a 53-47 majority, flipping 4 seats from the current Congress. President-elect Trump has named former Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director Tom Homan as his new border czar.
Homan left no doubt about his feelings on the border during an appearance Monday on Fox and Friends.
This is the biggest national security vulnerability this nation has seen since 9/11. We have to fix it.
He says when it comes to expected deportations of migrants here illegally, people have to be reminded that the rule of law cannot be ignored.
Those that had due process at great taxpayer expense, and a federal judge says you must go home, and they didn't. They became a fugitive.
Homan says he has no problems working with anyone in his new role in order to solve the border crisis.
I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, or independent. Border security is national security. We should all be on the same side of that.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Some monkeys bred for medical research in South Carolina seem to be enjoying life on the outside. Some are back in.
Over 40 rhesus monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility in Umassey, about 50 miles northeast of Savannah, Georgia. Officials say most stayed close to the compound. Employees were able to spot the animals about the size of a cat and lure them back in with food. About a dozen are still at large. Alpha Genesis says the effort to recover all the monkeys will continue for as long as it takes. The company, federal health officials, and police all say the animals pose no risk to public health. Tom Rigotti, Fox News.
There's been a mass internet outage affecting Verizon Fios customers on the East Coast, with the most service out reports coming from Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Alexandria, Virginia, Washington, D.C. No word on the exact cause of the outage, and Verizon says it is working to restore everybody's service. A social media post says there is either an outage or network maintenance impacting your area. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Police Chief Randy Evans announced his retirement Monday. City Manager James Mills has tabbed Major Scott Winfrey to be the new police chief when Evans retires in January. Evans has worked with the Cookeville Police Department for over 41 years, serving as chief since 2013. A resolution to begin the process of annexing some 30 acres of land into Monterey was approved Monday night. The property along Crossville Highway being eyed for an industrial development. A public hearing for the annexation proposal will take place next month. The Tennessee School Boards Association has recognized the Putnam County School Board as School Board of the Year. The annual award honors a school board for excellent service in monitoring policy, long-range planning, and involvement with the legislature and local governing boards. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 1077 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Today is the, the 12th, Sheila? Yeah, it's 6:07.
Yes, and it is chilly outside. We've got 40. We're going to work our way up to the mid to upper 60s this afternoon, sunny skies. But it's cold out there.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my car said it was 44, but I don't know if you can trust it.
You don't trust your car?
I mean, who's to say that your car's 100% right all the time?
It's not. Sometimes the engine gets hot, makes the temp a little hotter.
That's like when the check engine light comes on. It doesn't say when to check it.
Right.
You don't know.
Could be 2-3 days.
Yeah.
2-3 months. You know.
Who's to say?
Our guests this morning are John Bell from Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. Double Your Donation Day is today. And Blair Dudley, he is with HIP Cookeville, one of the most influential people. We'll talk to him about the events and being most influential.
Well, yeah, well, just that having that HIP Cookeville page, golly, that's ridiculously
and how it
influential.
started, and it was just kind of gradual, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, how many followers does this have? And then it keeps getting more followers.
A few things you need to know. Averett was recently honored with a multiple victory, and that's a veteran-owned organization supporting military service members in their transition to civilian careers. Averett got the 2025 Military Friendly Award for the 7th consecutive year, including Military Friendly Employer Gold rank. So congratulations to everybody over at Averett Express.
Well, there's a community Thanksgiving dinner in Livingston, and that's happening Saturday, November 23rd at 11 a.m. It's going to be serving folks until all the food is gone, which shouldn't take long if it's a Thanksgiving dinner. That's at Livingston Church of Christ on East Main Street in Livingston. Drive-through dinners are served from the Wyndham building located behind the church. So you can just pull up and drive through and get your dinner.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Synergy Herbal Works or Herbal Works.
The H is silent. Unless it's a name.
A trusted name in holistic health has opened a second location at 44 South Cedar Avenue. They're open now. They just haven't done the ribbon cutting or big grand opening type deal, but they are open now. They opened October the 26th.
All right. And looks like Cookeville Police Chief Randy Evans is planning to retire. January 31st, 2025 is his retirement date. You know how long Chief Evans has been in law enforcement?
41 years.
You've read this. Look at him. But also, Scott Winfrey is going to be the new chief. So that is that happen in 2025. So congratulations to both of those gentlemen.
Yeah, that's cool. That's he's been a good one, and Mr. Winfrey, I imagine, will do good too. So
Yeah, he's been in law enforcement for a while too. Not 41 years.
No.
But.
Do you know? And this was put out again last night, and I haven't seen the follow up. There's been a missing child, Magdalene Echo Ellen Main. She's 15, from Cookeville, and she's been missing, but I haven't heard an update on it. Last I heard, she was still missing. Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard that she's been found.
Okay. All right. So be on the lookout there. There's plenty of pictures of Magdalene on Facebook and Twitter and just about everywhere. So I know she probably needs to get somewhere safe. So we're hope she gets found.
I know. I hate when anybody's missing, but especially a child.
15-year-old girl. Come on.
Well, exciting news. Cookeville's going to have a new pool hall. It's coming real soon. They said they're planning on bringing a clean, family-friendly atmosphere where everyone can enjoy the classic game of billiards. Billiards sounds classy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I remember when we got pool. I grew up at First Baptist Church, and had the Family Life Center there.
Yeah.
And in there was a pool table. Well, it was not a pool table. It was a billiards table.
It sounds better than a pool hall.
Well, it's the difference between going to heaven and hell, apparently.
Well, they say with this, they're going to have a full service cocktail bar, delicious light food, also 18 plus after hours, I guess in a little bit later on in the evening.
Like you got to be over 18.
Yeah. And then karaoke nights, USA Pool League and tournaments for competitive folks. I mean,
wow.
But no smoking or no vaping.
Okay. Where's this at?
Going to be in Cookeville. It doesn't say an address on here, but it said exciting news. It's coming.
Oh.
So it's just kind of like a little teaser.
I want to give a big shout out to Trooper Long and Trooper Comradell. I hope I'm saying that right. They were both recognized for their servant leadership actions and excellence line of duty service. Saved some lives, and they both assisted in providing life-saving combat medical treatment to Trooper Adam Cothran as well. So they got some medals, it looks like, and some well-deserved pats on the back there for Trooper Long and Trooper Comradell. And again, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry, and please don't give me a ticket on the way home.
Well, consider purchasing a wreath this year to ensure all of our veterans' graves have wreaths on them. If you order, use the code TN, like for Tennessee, 0328. National Wreaths Across America Day is December 14th, and they want to have wreaths on all of our
that's great.
veterans' graves. So you can look for Wreaths Across America online, or hashtag live with purpose. And once again, that code is TN0328, so we can take advantage of the 3-for-2 program.
Gotcha. Y'all should have seen Miss Sheila last night at the Cookeville Lifestyles magazine launch party.
Well, you got your hair cut for the event.
Right, but I mean, yes.
He looked handsome.
But I went and just got a regular haircut. Sheila was all dolled up, looking so pretty.
I actually put makeup on, and I did my hair, and wore a dress.
I know it was a huge deal, and
yeah.
Another great event from Chelsea and the gang over at Cookeville Lifestyles magazine. Your 2 cents is coming up here in just a minute. We'll see what that question is.
We'll get that on. My phone's not pulling it up fast enough. So sorry about that.
Well, we'll get to that in just a minute here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila here live in the Willow Window studio.
It's football time across the Upper Cumberland as our TTU Golden Eagles look to bring home another OVC championship and the Sergeant York Trophy back to Cookeville. And you can catch every throw, every kick, every tackle, every first down, every touchdown, and every victory on your home of the Golden Eagles Sports Network this football season with Swallows Insurance. Protecting your future is what we do. And Cookeville's greatest hits on 106.1 The Eagle.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the palatial Willow Window Studio.
Palatial.
You like that, huh?
I like it when you use your vocabulary words that you've learned.
Hey, I think this is palatial in
It
here.
is.
This is super nice.
I just
Are you
call it
kidding me?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
love it. Well, your 2 cents. What is something your parents wouldn't let you do growing up or wouldn't let you have growing up?
Go-kart.
Yeah. You hurt yourself on that.
I was going to kill myself on a go-kart.
Yeah. Well, I wanted a horse. They said it's too much trouble. I also wanted an easy bake oven I never got. So I don't know if they thought I'd burn the house down.
Yeah, that's exactly what they thought.
With an easy bake oven?
I would have thought the same thing with you.
It's an easy bake
I
oven.
know, but you've got to
Find a way.
You should find a way.
Well, that's you on that go-kart.
That's what
Not burning the house down, but you'd find a way to wreck.
That's what my mom thought. I mean, I was going to kill myself, but I did get a horse.
You did?
Yeah, Skipper.
Oh, what a good horse name.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous of that.
Yeah, all right.
Well, here's what other people are saying. What
Did your
is
sister Heather get a easy bake oven?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. But we did get a Snoopy snow cone machine. Well, I got that. And then my sister took the love of Snoopy and stole my Snoopy doll. Not doll, but stuffed animal.
I wasn't able to have one of those either because of the staining of the carpets. That was imminent if I did get one.
I'm surprised I got one of those, but I begged and begged. What is something your parents wouldn't let you have growing up? Pam said an attitude. That was true. That is so true with mine too. Toby said alcohol. That's good. They won't let you have that growing up.
Absolutely.
Sodas is what Lynn said. Yeah, too much sugar. They were like, I can have them, but not in the fridge all the time. It was like a special treat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There was like with your grandpa. Did your grandpa have like a little store he'd go sit at?
Yes.
All right. So if I was with him there, I could have a Coke and a Zero bar.
I'm telling you, anytime I went with my granny and pa, they would fix me up, sugar me up, and then drop me back off.
Do you think that's what's wrong with the world right now? That
they need old country stores and
because I mean there was all kinds there. You know, there was a good mixture of people.
There really was, and everybody seemed to get along. They talked just about what was going on in the world.
Yeah.
And wasn't a lot of arguing. They might have different beliefs.
Yeah.
But they were all just sharing what they thought.
Yeah. I mean,
needs to be more sitting at old country stores.
That's right. And whittling. We need more whittling.
I miss the whittling. My pa was so good at whittling. Shauna said, what would her parents not let her have? Guess jeans. Yep.
Why not, I wonder? Because they were so expensive?
So expensive. Over $100. My mom was like, I'm not paying that for a pair of jeans that you're just going to grow out of.
Well, so they had a Guess Jeans outlet in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Where they sold the irregular stuff.
Yes.
And I was a 29-inch waist and a 34-inch inseam, so I was irregular. And so we were able to get them cheap down there.
Oh, I guess we didn't know about that.
Same thing with Levi's up in Crossville. They had one, and I was irregular there, too.
I had some irregular Levi's growing up, and that was, I forget, there was a place in Alabama that was, now see, we
didn't go.
Listen,
we did not go.
I'm from Lynchburg, Tennessee, Moore County, which is down by the Alabama line. So we would just drive on down to Alabama, and there was irregular outlet
with a banjo on your knee.
I think it was close to Huntsville. Boaz?
I don't know.
I'm just throwing out Alabama.
I don't know a lot of Alabama town names.
But I know we drive there.
Yeah.
Kim said her parents wouldn't let her have a baby alive. I didn't get that either because it would pet me and do all the stuff babies do.
Yeah, I always thought that was really weird, and they
my mama goes, "Why would you want one of that?
Yeah.
One of those. You just wait till you get older.
Yeah,
like wait till you're old enough to have your own baby, and you'll see it's not fun."
It seemed weird, even in the television commercial for it.
Baby alive.
Yeah,
I forget. Baby alive really now sounds creepy.
Sounds really creepy.
But see, I wanted one when it first came out because they made it seem really cool.
Yeah.
Nancy said a bikini. Yep. Have a one piece.
100%.
Yep.
Good call on your dad. Good. That's a good daddy right there.
Yep. Good daddy and mama. Mine was like, nope, one piece. Don't need no bikini.
I got an old buddy. We'll be out, and he'll some young girl will walk by, and not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
And all he'll say is, "Where's her daddy?
Where's her daddy?" Miranda said a trampoline. I asked for one of those too, and my mama and daddy both said, "You'd get hurt. There's no need for that."
That's a good way to break your leg.
Yeah, good way to break your neck is what mine was.
Good way to break your neck.
What's something your mom and dad wouldn't let you have? Sharon goes, a dadgum horse. I feel you, Sharon. A dadgum horse. I like that.
I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. Me and Skipper.
But my grandmother had a horse. And
doesn't count.
Now I realize why I didn't have a horse, because as soon as I rode it, I fell off of it.
That's exactly what I would have
thought. Not on my head. Kevin said he couldn't have a pet snake. His parents wouldn't let him. I would think you'd want a pet snake.
No, I never wanted a pet snake.
You didn't care about a pet snake?
I wanted a bird who talked.
Of course you did.
Those were too expensive, so I got a damn parakeet. And those aren't any fun.
They're not fun? They're not as fun as a horse?
Not as fun as a horse. Definitely not as fun as a talking bird.
Do you still want one of those? Kinda.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. I just don't want to have to take care of it.
Oh, so you'd make Donna take care of it, but you'd teach it to say cuss words and stuff, wouldn't you?
No, I would have one if I was rich enough that I could have somebody come by
And train it?
and take care of the bird and clean the cage and do all the stuff you're supposed to.
What would you want it to say?
Well, I don't know. Just want it to talk to me, and that's all.
Yeah, you've seen too many of those documentaries on PBS like me. Johnny Ferguson said they wouldn't let him have something he didn't need. Be specific.
Yeah.
That's true. Baby alive, sodas, guest gene. All right. There's nothing. Usually we see a stream of like more than one of the same things. There's usually everybody says something different. Now Poison's Flesh and Blood album is what Ray said. He couldn't have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I couldn't
have those either.
any of them.
Any of the rock albums, Jason could
No,
not have.
I had to buy like the
You had to, what he did was buy Amy Grant album and then put our cassette.
tape,
The tapes.
album.
Sorry.
That's
They
what-
had them back then too.
That's what that 3 years difference does right there. It's that little bit.
I'm 3 years older. She had, well, I had cassettes too.
Yeah, so I'd buy the Christian tapes.
Listen to this. He's just
like
so sneaky.
Stryper and Amy Grant and all that. Then I'd record like Poison on top of it or Motley Crue
You
over it.
recorded over Amy Grant?
Yeah, and then so I'd have to remember that this Amy Grant tape was actually Girls, Girls, Girls.
But you couldn't write it on there because then your mama would know.
Right, I'd have to remember it.
Oh, did she ever find out you were doing that?
Yeah, of course she did. I never could hide anything from her.
Because you'd have it playing in your room real loud, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? And where'd you get that?
Oh, I don't know. This is my friend Greg's tape.
It says Amy Grant. I love it.
That's what I thought this was, Mama.
He tricked me.
He tricked me.
Well, go on over to Facebook. Your 2 cents. What is something your parents wouldn't let you have growing up? There was a lot of things. Yeah.
Lots of things. Coming up, we've got the Real Good. That's a little bit later on. Ask Sheila round 2 for this week. Did you get two? Did you get two?
I got
2 answers right or 1 answer right yesterday?
I can't remember.
1. You got 1
So
right.
when
yesterday.
in doubt, notice what
no.
Jason does. He gives me
No,
the lower
no,
number.
That's not true. I remember. You got 1 yesterday. They were hard.
Wasn't 2?
Remember how hard they were yesterday?
Oh, I've slept since then. We've had a party. I've slept.
That's right.
We had the I was going to say movers and shakers. No, it was most influential. I don't even know what we are. But I mean, don't take me wrong. I appreciate that. I think it's
We're
great.
something.
We're something.
We are.
But I was like, Buffy Key was in there, Shan Stout, Blair Dudley. There were so many people. And I'm like, what are we doing in this group?
It didn't make a lick of sense,
It
did it?
didn't, but
Yeah.
I had fun.
I kind of felt like we were on Sesame Street. 2 of these kids are doing their own thing.
Yep.
2 of these kids just doesn't belong. Yeah.
These kids are not like the others. That's exactly.
And spoiler alert, that's what's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Police Chief Randy Evans announced his retirement Monday. City Manager James Mills has tabbed Major Scott Winfrey to be the new police chief when Evans retires in January. Evans has worked with the Cookeville Police Department for over 41 years, serving as chief since 2013. A resolution to begin the process of annexing some 30 acres of land into Monterey was approved Monday night. The property along Crossville Highway being eyed for an industrial development. A public hearing for the annexation proposal will take place next month. The Tennessee School Boards Association has recognized the Putnam County School Board as School Board of the Year. The annual award honors a school board for excellent service in monitoring policy, long-range planning, and involvement with the legislature and local governing boards. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The MLB MVP finalists were announced yesterday. For the NL, the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani, Francisco Lindor of the Mets, and Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. In the NL, 2 Yankees got the nod as Aaron Judge and Juan Soto both were named finalists, while Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals was also on the ballot. Ole Miss and LSU football were both fined by the SEC over the weekend after Ole Miss rushed the field after their win against Georgia. LSU was fined for throwing bottles and debris on the field in their loss to Alabama. The Seattle Seahawks waived their leading tackler on Monday in hopes of finding more success on defense. Inside linebacker Tyrell Dodson was in his first season with the Seahawks and led the team with 71 tackles on the season. He also had 2 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. Dodson will go on waivers where he'll hope to be picked up for the remainder of the season. In college basketball last night, Purdue took care of Yale 92-84. Rutgers escaped St. Peter's 75-65. Alabama got a scare from McNeese, ultimately winning 72-64, and Florida beat Grambling 86-62. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office at Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Neil Cavuto, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Home Depot is holding up better than anticipated. Its earnings and revenue for the summer quarter both topped expectations. The home improvement chain says sales were higher than anticipated as weather around the country normalized and demand picked up for some home improvement projects. Users of Verizon's Fios internet service are reporting millions of outages on the East Coast. The impacted area is from Philadelphia to Richmond, Virginia. Small business owners are reporting they're less pessimistic. The National Federation of Independent Business says its small business optimism index rose to 93.7 in October as the election campaign drew to an end. Inflation and a tight job market remain concerns for small business owners. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Success, it's discipline, it's teamwork. It's the drive and passion inside of us that comes before all recognition. It's the best of each of us made better by the best in all of us. It's what Stifel's been doing for over 130 years. And it's why Stifel is one of the fastest growing global wealth management and investment banking firms in the industry. Stifel, it's where success meets success. Start your journey at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Going to be a mostly sunny day with temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 60s to around 70. Overnight, low 40s. We'll be in the lower 60s tomorrow as a reinforcing shot of cooler air comes in, but sunshine returns. And then maybe by Wednesday night, we get some more rain with daytime highs in the mid 60s, overnight lows in the 40s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila, and we are here in the Willow Window Studio. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. Channel 192 on Twin Lakes and Spectrum, the Hub Plus app, if you have that for Roku, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, all the time. Good morning, Cookeville. And I want to say big thanks to Engineer Mike. He's
definitely
been back at the station and doing all this stuff and making sure that all this kind of stuff happens. And
we love Engineer Mike.
Doing a great job. So just want to be sure we give him a pat on the back. he's been working hard to make sure that this works. So thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mikey.
It's 6:34.
A high today around 65 for us. We're at 43 right now.
All right, it's spoiler alert time on the talk shows tonight. Jimmy Fallon's got Jeff Goldblum, and then music by Luke Grimes.
Ooh, he's Casey on Yellowstone.
Yes.
I love Casey.
He's Casey on Yellowstone.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you heard any of his songs yet?
yeah, he can sing pretty good.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's charming, makes him sing better.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nothing really on anything else tonight. Jimmy Fallon's pretty much got everybody. Dancing with the Stars. It's the 500th episode of Dancing with the Stars.
Really?
Can you believe that?
No. They need Tom Bergeron back. I'm just saying. I know I say it all the time, but
I know you're still a little miffed about that. I get it.
I'm very miffed.
Your Tom Bergeron is my Arby's potato cakes.
Yes, exactly. And he, you know, ever since he left, it doesn't flow as smoothly.
Yeah. Who hosts it now?
It is Alfonso
Okay.
Ribeiro.
Yeah.
And
From
Julianne Hough,
Okay.
which I thought I liked her. She's more annoying than I am. Sorry. I was like thinking out loud on that.
St. Denis Medical, that's a series premiere on NBC. It looks funny.
It looks hilarious. And so I can't wait to see that.
Also, New Moonshiners season premiere, that's on Discovery. Food Wars on A&E, a series premiere of that. Series and season premiere of Extreme Road Ragers.
Rangers or Ragers?
Ragers.
Oh, like really? I thought I
Like
heard
road
that wrong.
rage.
Ooh, that's a little scary.
I figured you'd like that, Sheila.
Well, I don't know why you think I have such angst or anything, because maybe I'm holding it all in. That's why I like watching all those shows.
Maybe. Christina in the Country, that's on HGTV.
Huh.
Beat Bobby Flay is on Food. And Operation Undercover is on ID. The Curse of Oak Island, a series premiere that is on the History Channel.
That sounds like it might be interesting.
Have you ever watched any of the Curse of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history there. Well, I know it's History Channel, but I mean, really it is like folklore and things like that.
Yeah.
They try to debunk it and tell you the true stories behind it.
Mark Rylance, a top contender for the role of Dumbledore in the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series. Variety reports, while negotiations haven't started, Warner Brothers has expressed interest in him being Dumbledore. I don't know who he is.
I don't either,
Mark
but I all I could think of was your little grandchild, Matthias. Didn't he call dinosaurs that?
Yeah, dinosaurs are Dumbledores.
I love it.
And no one told him to do it either. He's just smart that way.
He's just cute that way.
Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan has tapped Blake Shelton to help him produce a new singing competition series. The Road will follow a headlining superstar on the road to find the next big thing. Singers will then join Blake Shelton on tour and will compete to secure the next spot on the road and continue on the tour. The Road will premiere this fall. In the fall of 2025 on CBS.
There's one thing you cannot say about Taylor Sheridan. He has taken advantage of all his 15 minutes of fame and then some.
Oh yeah, he's getting after it. You know what? That'll be a pretty decent show.
Yeah, and there's another one that he's done that I'm excited about. Billy Bob Thornton is supposed to be starring.
Oh yeah, I saw the previews for that.
Yeah, and I'm like, that looks good.
It does look good.
So anything he touches turns to gold.
I'm not judging him on the end of
no.
Yellowstone because that's clearly on Kevin Costner.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what maybe Kevin wanted to do it and he couldn't work it out with Taylor. So there, I'm like, we really don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Former Yellowstone star Kevin Costner found out about his character's death just like the fans when the episode aired.
Ooh, see, it might have been Taylor. He does the writing.
Yeah. Monday on some show I haven't heard of, Kevin Costner said, I mean, I've been seeing ads with my face all over the place, and I'm thinking, gee, I'm not in that one. I'm not in this season. But I didn't realize yesterday was the thing. He said that he learned of John Dutton's seeming demise that morning. I didn't see it. I heard it's a suicide. That doesn't make me want to rush to go see it. Though he added that it could be a red herring.
Red herring?
Like it could be a fakesies.
See, you were hoping that, though. I just thought you were hoping.
I think that's what it means. We can Google that up. What does red herring mean?
Google that up, Sheila.
Sheila, Google that up.
All right, Google it up.
Yeah. The actor also insisted that he didn't quit Yellowstone. He blamed scheduling issues.
He didn't quit it.
Yellowstone. Someone should really do that as a parody movie. Did you find out what red herring meant yet?
A red herring is a literary device or logical fallacy that distracts from or misleads the audience or reader.
Yeah, because they didn't show like his whole outfit. All they showed was his feet.
They showed like his arm, or like his head was covered like by his hand. It didn't look like him. But you would think his own son, Casey, who's the character he saw, you'd think he'd know it was his daddy or not.
I don't know, Sheila.
But then again, maybe it was not recognizable, the body.
I guess we'll just have to wait until see how it all plays out.
John Dutton may have staged this and go in hiding like Elvis.
Yeah.
Which I don't really think Elvis is still alive or anything like that. But
I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently it is. The answer, if you've been wondering this, which I didn't even know, again, was something that people wondered about.
Okay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson urinates in odd places on the set.
I don't even want to know about that.
He confirmed a rumor in an interview with GQ saying, I pee in a bottle. Yep, that happens.
Why are y'all making it weird?
What do you mean?
Anybody that I like, Jason finds the weirdest story about.
That's not true.
Kind of true.
I didn't. This came to me, Sheila. It's not like I'm out there I didn't even
looking.
I didn't even know about it.
So, The Rock is weird.
The Rock was accused of doing the nasty deed on the set of the upcoming Christmas movie Red One.
And it was a Christmas movie?
As well as other bad behavior such as constantly being late. Asked about the late part of the story, Johnson says, yeah, that happens too. But not that amount, by the way. That was a bananas amount. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Talking about how many times he was late, not how much he pees.
Oh, my.
In April, the Wrap reported that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tardiness and the producer's experience had caused expensive delays in the movie to the tune of $250 million.
Wow.
I guess that's why they don't let him go to the bathroom.
You're costing me money, buddy. Here's you a bottle.
Yeah, you're late. You can't go to the bathroom. Yeah. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are expecting their little first baby together.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that'll be the cutest little baby.
It will.
Machine Gun Kelly's awkward looking with how tall he is and stuff, but he's not ugly. And Megan is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think she'll be a good mama. I don't know what kind of daddy he'll be, but hopefully good.
Well, I hope a good one.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, you never know.
I wish good for them.
I do too. They're weird as all
they're
get
both
out.
Strange.
But I don't know. Some about them makes me like them. Of course, Megan Fox is from Tennessee, so
yeah,
she has hope.
I think they're both extremely creative, though.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio. Coming up, we've got The Real Good. Also, round 2 of this week's Ask Sheila. That's on the way. Coming up on Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart, live in the Willow Window Studio.
This is Cookeville Communications, your hometown stations. Catch all the action on the gridiron this prep football season with Upperman High School on 106.1 The Eagle, with Henry Brothers Roofing, and presented by The Whistle Stop. Don't miss out on every first down, every touchdown, and every victory with Upperman High School football this year with 106.1 The Eagle.
Attention homeowners, feeling tired, suffering from watery eyes, fatigue, coughing, or headaches? The danger might be hiding right beneath your feet. Mold, the silent invader, could be spreading in your crawl space right now. 60% of homes have mold. 21% are affected by toxic black mold, putting your family's health at serious risk. Call the Crawl Space Kings at 931-742-1516 for a free mold inspection and free air quality test. Or visit thecrawlspacekings.com. Protect your home, protect your family before it's too late.
Bucks, cash, bread, coin, dough, bank, loot, cheddar, whatever you call it, the Cash Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery have lots of it. 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. Now that's a whole lot of cabbage, moolah, cheese, dinero, Benjamins. Well, you get the idea. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Experience peace of mind with Code Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Code Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $300. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Sam, Tim, or Alan Brown at Hicks Brothers Tractor Service on South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. We're your locally owned Kubota dealer.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Ball, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
The gas industry makes gas smell. We do it on purpose to let people know when gas is present. If you smell gas in your home, call the gas department immediately, day or night. Then, after you call, don't flip any electrical switches or light matches until the serviceman has inspected your home. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 107.7 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We are here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48.
A high today around 65. We've got 43 right now. And great guests coming in. After 7, John Bell with Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. It is double your donation day.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about that. I mean, they do so much good work.
That's right.
And then Blair Dudley with Hip Cookeville. We'll talk about really how much Hip Cookeville has grown since it first started.
Sure, yeah.
And then he's one of the most influential, too.
I would say so. I would give that to him over us.
I would, too, especially
just about any day.
Hip Cookeville is one of the best social media sites. And the way they keep it, keep everybody out of the negative.
Yeah, for them.
They really tried to watch that. So
Right.
I mean, he and his staff do
Some good moderators.
Moderators, that's the word I was looking for. But I mean, I'm impressed by that because that's not easy.
Every single day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. The Pittsburgh Steelers have partnered with Verizon and a charity group called Forgive Co. To help veterans in and then around Pittsburgh. With each Steelers win, $100,000 in debt is wiped out for local veterans. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The Steelers are having a better than expected season and have already notched 6 victories, which means that's $600,000 in debt gone for some veterans. One lucky veteran, Bryce Vargo, had over $6,000 of his debt cleared and couldn't believe it at first. He said, I thought it was junk mail or a scam, but once reality set in, I felt immense relief. This program is a great way to celebrate the team's success while giving back to those who served. And with the Steelers on a roll, we'll see how much more they can accomplish this season. It kind of makes you want to root for the Steelers now, doesn't it?
No.
Well,
I mean, the story's great.
Not even a little bit? Like, what do you have against the Steelers?
They're good.
Right, but I mean, you're a Titans fan. You have nothing to look forward to.
I'm laughing because I can't disagree with that.
I mean, you got nothing, so why not?
Steelers they've got fun fans too. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not give the Steelers a chance while they're doing all this for charity while
I think I will.
while the Titans are doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing. All right. Thanks, Jason. Setting me straight.
An 18-month-old bloodhound police dog in Gastonia, North Carolina, recently won the prestigious American Humane Hero Dog Award, working alongside Sergeant David Rowland, Bo, and his incredible nose, has helped the Gastonia Police Department find missing people and track down suspects, making an incredible impact in just over a year on the force. One of his amazing accomplishments was finding a 7-year-old boy who'd been kidnapped at knife point.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
that
smoke.
dog is a hero.
The police chief, Trent Conrad, which sounds so police chiefy.
It does. It's a great name. Trent Conrad.
He said, Bo is a true hero, and we're incredibly proud of him. Bo will be properly praised for being the good boy that he is at the 14th Annual American Humane Hero Dog Awards in Palm Beach, Florida in January.
I love it. I think those bloodhounds are so regal looking. I know they got those big, long, floppy ears.
I've always thought they were cool.
They're so cool.
All right, Sheila.
Uh-oh, it's time. I'm a little nervous.
If I can get to the page here with all the stuff on it. With all your questions.
Okay.
All right, it's time for Ask Sheila. Round 2.
Okay.
One answer correct this week. This time last week, we already had 3 on the board.
Hey, you don't have to compare. It's hard to live up to me. It's the hardest to break my own record.
It's hard.
I mean, it's such a bad influence. Listen to how I'm talking.
It's so hard to be me.
It's so hard to be humble.
Lord, it's so hard to be humble. All right, Sheila.
All right, Jason.
Question 1.
Yes.
According to research, this is the most common way to lose sunglasses. What is it?
Well, you leave them. You leave them at places.
Any particular place that you would leave them the most?
Restaurant. Okay, it's not right. Vehicles.
I mean,
taxis.
I'm gonna give it to you. Leaving them in someone else's car.
See, leaving them. You should have just taken leaving them, but I had to get so precise.
I guess if we were using Family Feud rules, they would have gone ahead and given that to you.
Yeah, let's make this Family Feud questions with Sheila.
Okay, all right. Because apparently Family Feud, you just got to get close.
Yeah, and ding,
Ding, there it is.
I want to be on that one day.
All right, Sheila.
Okay, Jason.
Question number 2. 58% of people surveyed said this is the most embarrassing thing to happen involving their cars. What is it? 58% of people surveyed said This is the most embarrassing thing to happen involving their cars. What is it?
Okay, this always makes me nervous because it has happened before, and let's knock on wood, it hasn't happened in a long time because, okay, like when I park and I don't remember where I parked, now when I park, I look back, see how it would look when I'm coming to my car, because I'll look back, gather around, see if there's any numbers on the poles or whatever, like letters or something. I'm in K, parking lot K.
You're not to leaving yourself voice memos on your phone yet, are you?
No, but I have taken a picture before of where I parked. Well, if it's a big parking lot in a different city.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the answer is forgetting where they parked.
It's embarrassing.
You did it, Sheila. You got 2 now for today. You're up to 3 now.
I mean, that one was easy for me because I hate going out and looking like I'm lost. Because I feel like, especially when you're in a different city and you don't know, it makes me feel more vulnerable, and I don't like that.
You mind if I tell the story about us leaving here the other day?
Go ahead. That was funny. Okay. You have to set it up right, though.
All right. It was the day we came in and there wasn't any sound from here. We had to go back to the studio. So we
were like, ooh.
So we left in a bluster.
Yeah.
I'll say.
And trying to get back to the radio station before the end of the commercial.
Right.
Is what we were trying to do.
So Sheila goes out. We're getting into our cars, and of course I'm a gentleman, so I open the door for Sheila. And Sheila goes out to the parking lot first and then tries to get into my car. I'm like, wrong car. We didn't have the same car.
No,
Not
not
the
even
same
the same
color.
color, not even the same shape. But I was looking out to see if anybody else was here at Willow Window because I'm thinking we need to lock the door. So I was thinking about that, wasn't thinking too clearly, obviously. And when he first said wrong car, it didn't register. And then I think you said it 3 times.
I did. I was wrong car.
I'm like, oh, this isn't my car. I'm parked on the other side.
So I had a good feeling you'd get that question right, Sheila.
Because that was embarrassing.
Question number 3. According to kids, this is the worst thing about being in a car with parents. What is it?
Listening to parents' music.
You nailed it, Sheila.
Because that's what
Having to listen to their parents singing. So I'm going to give that to you
Their music.
since we're playing Family Feud rules.
Yay!
So that gives you 3 for today. You're up to 4 for the week. You knocked Tuesday out of the park.
This is just Tuesday. I have more chances to answer them right.
We may have to attach a prize.
What?
I don't know what it would be yet. We may have to.
Are you giving it?
Yeah. Who else is going to give the prize?
Jonathan Norris, because we're in the Willow Window studio. I'd trust
No.
his gift more than yours.
Oh, he'd give a much better
a
gift.
great gift. Yeah.
I think
And he'd get Brittany, his wife, involved.
it'd be heartfelt. There'd be some. It'd be
I might
good.
cry.
Yeah, mine would.
But with yours?
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening here on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. Also, if you haven't yet, we'd love for you to download the Hub Plus app on Roku. You can find that by searching Hub space and then spell out PLUS, and you'll be able to find it. Watch Good Morning Cookeville every morning. We're going to have 2 high school basketball games every week. We've county commission meetings, city council meetings. A couple more shows have signed up to be on Hub Plus. Of course, some church services on Sunday. We're building up some really nice content, hopefully, here on. And of course, channel 192 on Spectrum in Twin Lakes as well. So, however you're watching or listening, we just really appreciate it.
I'm really excited about Hub Plus. I think there's really good things to come. So.
I hope so. We're working real hard on it, that's for sure. Guest coming up, John Bell. It's double your donation day with
Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation.
And also Blair Dudley will be coming in here in just a little bit too. So stick around for that. It's Good Morning Cookeville, live here from the Willow Window Studio.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
53-47. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. That'll be the new Republican Senate majority, flipping 4 seats with the last race now called Democrat Ruben Gallego in Arizona beating Republican Kerry Lake.
I'm a husband, a Marine, a father, and a proud Arizonan. And with the results we saw tonight, your next senator from the great state of Arizona.
And senators looking to take over as leader are making their pitches to replace Mitch McConnell stepping down as leader. President-elect Trump is expected to nominate another senator, Florida Republican Marco Rubio, as Secretary of State. Fox confirms that Florida House Republican Mike Waltz is the pick for National Security Advisor. The head of the United Nations tells an annual climate change summit it's the rich causing the problem and the poor paying the price.
COP29 in Azerbaijan has the goal of raising up to $1 trillion to help developing countries cope with the effects of climate change. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres with this urgent appeal.
The world must pay up or humanity will pay the price.
The US delegation has been trying to contain allies' concern over last week's presidential election.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. At least 35 people were reported killed, 43 more injured in Zhuhai, China, when a driver rams his car into people exercising at a sports center. Police say he was mad about a divorce settlement. Today's the annual Zhuhai Air Show for China's military. News of the incident is being heavily censored on Chinese social media. Haiti's international airport is shut down until at least next Monday after gangs shot at 2 commercial flights, one landing in Port-au-Prince, the other taking off from Port-au-Prince. Rounds of gunfire echoed through the streets as heavily armed officers ducked behind walls and civilians ran. America's listening to Fox News.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Terry! Keep Terry, awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Israeli airstrikes hit the suburbs of Beirut, Lebanon. At least 14 people are reported killed in airstrikes in Gaza, hitting a cafeteria and a home. In Georgia, the accused murderer of Augusta University nursing student Laken Riley has a court hearing this morning.
Jose Ibarra, an illegal migrant from Venezuela, due in court 10 a.m. for a pre-trial hearing ahead of tomorrow's jury selection. Police reports say Ibarra attacked and killed Riley as she was going on a morning jog on the University of Georgia campus. Her phone dialed 911 during the attack. Her roommate then reported her missing.
Fox's Todd Pyro. Fire, rain, and maybe a late-season tropical storm in the forecast.
Fire danger once again high for both the Northeast and Southern California today, where dry conditions, warm temperatures, and gusty winds will help start and or fuel wildfires. Very heavy rain moving into the Northwest and California the next few days. Flooding and feet of snow will pile up in the mountains. Above average temperatures continue for much of the country, and we're paying attention to the tropics, where a system could move into the Gulf of Mexico this weekend. I'm Janice Dean. Fox News.
Monday Night Football, the Miami Dolphins snap a 3-game losing streak, beating the LA Rams.
The Dolphins entered the game as the league's lowest scoring team with 124 points in 8 contests, but Miami struck quickly with Malik Washington's 18-yard touchdown run on the game's opening possession. That was only Washington's second carry of the season. Tua Tagovailoa connected on a 1-yard strike to Tyreek Hill in the third quarter for the game's only other TD. Tagovailoa came up big when it was necessary, going 9 of 12 for 137 yards on third downs alone. Miami managed just 5 field goals from Jason Sanders, including 2 from at least 50 yards out. Bob Mortale, Fox News.
The Cleveland Cavaliers remain the only undefeated team in the NBA, 12-0 now after beating Chicago 119-113. Ahead of the opening bell on Wall Street, stocks down just a bit, basically flat. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. $53.47. $53.47.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Police Chief Randy Evans announced his retirement Monday. City Manager James Mills has tabbed Major Scott Winfrey to be the new police chief when Evans retires in January. Evans has worked with the Cookeville Police Department for over 41 years, serving as chief since 2013. A resolution to begin the process of annexing some 30 acres of land into Monterey was approved Monday night, the property along Crossville Highway being eyed for an industrial development. A public hearing for the annexation proposal will take place next month. The Tennessee School Boards Association has recognized the Putnam County School Board as School Board of the Year. The annual award honors a school board for excellent service in monitoring policy, long-range planning, and involvement with the legislature and local governing boards. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We are live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:07 now.
From Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation, it's John Bell who is with us, and Double Your Donation Day is today. That's a big day for the Charitable Foundation.
It's a big day. Going to be a great day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, we were just talking about it. This is 10 years of Double Your Donation. What a difference that's made to be able to double your donation.
Absolutely. This is it's a huge day for us and is every year, and we're so thankful to our donors who are matching the gifts made today. Mm-hmm. And this is an opportunity for anybody to give something. Give $25, give $50, whatever you can give, and that will be matched dollar for dollar, doubling your gift to help local patients today.
And I think there's so many people that's new in the area, or even others that may not know all that Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation does. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. You kind of spread the wealth a little bit.
It's hard to explain because you do so much.
We're spread thin sometimes, but most folks don't realize we have a local charity taking care of residents in the Upper Cumberland who are struggling with disease or sickness or injury. And so I encourage folks to be charitable locally. Mm-hmm. Give those dollars here where we can use it to help our neighbors. 100% goes to programs and services. 100% is matched today, so your gift is doubled. And nothing comes out for overhead or staff expenses. So it's all going to help right here.
It's a really good plan that y'all have. It's not just, you're raising money and woohoo. It's you have a good plan for every dollar that comes in.
We do, and folks can choose exactly where they would like it to go. Like you were saying, we have many programs. There's the Cancer Fund, there's the Heart Fund, the Pediatric Fund, Diabetes. There's all these different restricted assistance funds to help residents who are facing different situations.
And so you say residents. I think a lot of people think, oh, it's just people that's at the hospital.
No,
That is not the case.
that's correct. Yeah, we take requests from any healthcare provider in the Upper Cumberland. So all the county health departments, all the nurses in the school systems in all 14 counties, hospice providers, physicians' offices, and of course the hospital.
What's some things that someone might find it surprising that you all do? What's that thing that is when you tell somebody, they're like, really? Y'all do that?
You know, the two things there. One, the thing that always surprises me are the number of people facing horrible situations, just insurmountable situations, all by themselves. Just don't have that support network at all, and they come to us asking for help, and we're that last safety net.
There's so
nobody
many people
else.
that don't have other family members that help them, or they may not have family members in this area.
It's
And
unreal.
I can't imagine going through something that's devastating and not having that unit to help you emotionally, let alone, monetarily.
Yes, cancer is horrible. Heart disease is horrible. All these things are just, you find out who loves you when you go through these things. And for a lot of folks, they're doing it by themselves. And so we're thrilled to, as best we can, step into that role, help them connect with other people, and then provide that financial support to get them through it.
And it's not just medical stuff either. I mean, it's if you're on hard times, it's not well, I need a shower bench, which obviously you guys do that. But if they're having even financial problems because of a medical thing, you guys are able to step into that part as well.
Absolutely. And we find a lot of families in particular where someone was, the breadwinner, they were working, they were doing fine, and all of a sudden a stroke happens, and they're learning to walk. They can't go back to work.
Right.
And so in a matter of months, that family is going from doing just fine to how are we going to eat today? And so we step in for those 3 or 4 months, help them get over that gap, and then help them connect to other nonprofits in our area. And there are many wonderful ones that we work with who can also walk with them, because it takes a village to get through this stuff. So just helping them learn that they're not alone. There's other folks that are going to help them get through it, and then help them access those programs and services as well. But it takes 3 or 4 months, though, to get them through it. So we're there to help them.
Well, I'm just thinking, it doesn't mean that these are people that don't have any savings, because if you have something like a stroke or a major surgery or a major health concern, it can drain your savings in no time.
Oh, it absolutely can. And you put into the mix, all of a sudden there's no income coming in either.
Right.
You're out of work
You
for a little
can't
bit.
replace that.
You can't replace it. And, how quickly would any of us start to
That would happen.
struggle?
I mean, that can happen with any.
Oh gosh, it'd be an instant struggle for lots. I mean, I'm talking about me too. I mean, that would be an instant problem to not have an income, because chances are your insurance is through your work too. And
that's right.
And I imagine that brings up a whole other set of issues.
It does. It's very challenging. And now deal with that stress, horribly sick.
Yeah.
Or unable to move, or bedridden.
And needing that, because I really do think attitude helps you recover.
Yeah.
And you just feel hopeless sometimes. So that's what I think is amazing about Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. I just think it gives people hope.
Well.
And that really is a lifeline.
Thank you. I think it does as well. And the feedback we get from patients is always extremely positive, of course. And they're at their wits' end. And so today, more than ever, folks, you have an opportunity to give right here. Give locally. It's all doubled today, and you can help a patient who's struggling.
We'll find out more about Double Your Donation Day and how you can be a part of it, how to give today, all the details. So go ahead, get your wallets out now, get all your credit card numbers handy, because we want to help John Bell and the great staff that he has over there with the Cookeville Regional Medical Foundation really knock it out of the park today. And y'all could be part of it. And that's cool. What a great thing to do. So more with John Bell, Double Your Donation Day, how to get involved. It's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila live in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Now, if you're selling your home, I only recommend one real estate agent right here in town. I'm talking about Heather Skender Newton with Skender Newton Realty. In fact, you can get an instant cash offer on your home. Just go online, heathersellshouses.com.
It's Tennessee Tech head football coach Bobby Wilder. Join the crowd for Senior Day at Tucker Stadium November 23rd as Tech takes on Eastern Illinois. Kickoff is at noon and the 98.5 KISS FM tailgate park opens at 9 a.m. The Golden Eagle Walk is always 2 hours and 15 minutes before kickoff in the tailgate park, so come early for all the pregame fun at Tucker Stadium. For more information, visit ttusports.com. Wings up.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity. The Restore is also hiring. Approximately 30 hours per week, must be able to work Monday, Thursday, and Saturday and lift 50 pounds. Questions, please email restore@uchabitat.org. Habitat Restore, South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
There's a buzz in the air and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Morning Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:17 now.
We've got John Bell with us. He's with Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. It's Double Your Donation Day. We found out just how important Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is to not just the Cookeville community, but we forgot to mention it's serving all the Upper Cumberland.
That's right. We're active in 14 counties and help residents all over. Every city in Cookeville sends us requests. Every county health department sends us requests. So every corner of our community is reaching out for help.
But it stays right here locally. That's what I love about that.
It does. It all stays local. Nothing has to go back to anybody out of state or out of the area or whatever. And it's all restricted for programs and services. So if you give today, you're not paying my salary. You're giving directly to help a patient.
All right, so let's get into that. Let's get into the meat of this. How do we participate in Double Donation Day?
Yeah, the easiest way is to go online to CookevilleRegionalCharity.org, and you can give through the website, or you can call us today, 931-783-2003.
Okay, and then all it is a credit card, and you're good to go?
Credit card, good to go, and you can choose exactly which fund or program you want to support. So if you have a heart for the therapy dogs that visit the hospital, you can give to the Pet Therapy Fund. If you want to help families that are going through a horrible loss of an infant, you can give directly to the Angel Garden. If you want to help us beautify the hospital, you can give to the Art for Healing Fund. Or if you want to help a patient group, you can give to the pediatric fund or the heart fund or the diabetes fund or any of those other restricted funds to help. And if you have no idea what to do, just don't choose one. It'll go to unrestricted, and we'll use it where we need it.
Now, the unrestricted is obviously that's where you have some freedoms to, if somebody reaches out, and it's not something that you necessarily always do, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
For example, a leg infection. We had someone reach out to us a few months ago about a pretty horrible leg infection they weren't expecting, and they got where they could not walk and could not work anymore, and they didn't have the insurance that would cover it. They had very basic insurance. They were working, but it was going to be expensive, and they didn't know what else to do. So they came to us. We got them set up with a specialist and got them through that, and they're back to work and doing fine. So
that's great.
There's no leg fund.
Right, yeah.
So we used unrestricted to help her.
Well, I just realized, you're really helping save these folks' lives, because what would they do without something like Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation? I mean, like a leg infection sounds very serious.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that can become extremely
Yeah.
serious, and they don't have anywhere to go. So, that's one of the wonderful partnerships we have with the health departments that, encourage folks that don't have anywhere to go to your health departments. They're wonderful organizations, and they have a lot of services that can help you, even on a sliding scale or sometimes for free. But they then send us the requests for specialized care that they can't handle at the health department.
I know a lot of folks might be like me. You feel like, I want to give more. This is really giving more today, because your dollar goes even more. Like if you give $50, someone matches it. Who matches it?
So we have about 35 donors that are
Whoa.
matching the entire $30,000 today.
So if you give 50, it'll be 100.
Yes.
You give 200, it'll be 400. I mean, that's awesome.
So is the goal 30,000, or is it more than that?
Goals to exceed that number, of course. Last year we got up to right at 80,000 total with our matchers.
Wow.
So our goal is to beat that this year.
That's fantastic. Have you set an actual number for a goal?
We've
or
not. We're just thinking
over
real
80?
positive. But I'll tell everybody, we've seen a 38% increase in requests for help over prior year.
Wow.
This year, particularly the last 2 months, have just been a lot to keep up with.
Why do you think that is? Is it just people? It's summer, so people are out doing more, or is it things that just become so unaffordable?
I think a lot of it is the economy. I do, particularly housing in our area has been a struggle, and we've seen a lot more patients who are right on the edge do requests for housing assistance. So particularly our cancer patients that are going through treatment for 2 or 3 months or longer, they can't get back to work for many weeks. We just see that number increase where they're asking for a little bit of help to stay at home. So I want to stay in my house. I don't want to have to move during the middle of all this sickness and all these treatments and all this mess I've got to deal with. So you can help us keep a cancer patient in their home today until they're well enough to recover and get back to work.
And what's bad, I'm sure, when you miss so many days of work, they may not have a job to go back to as well.
That's correct. Yeah, these situations can snowball, and can become catastrophic for folks, and your heart goes out to them. So we do what we can. We step in and try to keep them as stable as we can, and just let folks know they're not alone, and that there's other folks locally that care about them.
Is this something too? And this question may have already been answered. If so, sorry. You're talking about like medical professionals reaching out to you. If you're just in a situation, it's just you are in that situation. Can that person just personally reach out?
Sure.
As well.
So the one thing we can do for anyone in the community is medical equipment. We have a very large medical equipment closet, walkers, wheelchairs, bedside commodes, that kind of thing. Folks can call us if they can't afford that on their own, and if we have it in inventory, they can get that. You can also bring us stuff. So if you've got a walker or crutches sitting in your closet and you don't need it anymore, you can bring it to us, and we'll give
There's
that.
no magic doubling of that today.
There's
though.
not today.
Okay,
no,
all right.
Can't make walkers.
Magic one.
But it is good to talk about, because I know there's so many people who may lose a loved one and they're like, what do I do with all this equipment? There is a place you can donate that can pass on that need to someone else. Like I know all of that equipment is so expensive.
It's very expensive, and we get a little bit of everything donated. Some of it's very affordable equipment, and some of it's extremely expensive equipment. So we never know what we're going to have.
All right, so just as people are listening, and you said something that was so impactful, being able to keep a cancer patient in their home.
Yeah.
That's and it not just, I mean, and this is going to sound terrible, not just a cancer patient that's right here in the Upper Cumberland.
That's right.
Your neighbor, your friend, somebody you go to church with, maybe it's a school teacher.
Could be your family.
Could be your family. And, you know, that's a huge deal. And hopefully we can all, today, especially get behind Cookeville Regional Medical Foundation with Double Your Donation Day. Just in case someone's just tuned in, give us the phone number and the website and how to get involved with Double Your Donation Day.
Yeah, give us a call today, 931-783-2003, or go online and donate right now to CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
You said something too, Jason, about it's basically just neighbors helping neighbors, which is, I think, Tennessee does one of the best of, and especially the Upper Cumberland. So that's basically what Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation is about, neighbors helping neighbors.
That's exactly what this is. I mean, healthcare is hard. It's complex. It's kind of crazy. This makes it simple. It's just neighbors helping neighbors. It's giving what you can to ensure that your neighbor has somebody there who can step in and help them.
Yeah, is it a lot of elderly people as well? Because you talked about not having anybody around, and I remember going to church. You'd go visit the shut-ins.
Yes,
and I don't know if that's the proper term for them anymore, but you'd go visit and all that. Is that what you see most of, or is it all over the board?
It's all over the board. We used to have more of that, and we still have a great many, unfortunately, folks who are older and alone and going through many different situations and just don't have anybody there to help them. But a lot of families, a lot of younger working families that just have one thing happen and it becomes the big explosion in their lives that just derails them. And so as best we can, we step in and try to fix those issues so they can get back to normal.
Well, for young people now, I know that we give them a lot of, our kids these days. Yeah. There's a lot of hurdles for them right now.
A lot of hurdles.
And you're talking about earlier housing, I imagine that they're having to put off their own medical stuff just because it is expensive. You'd rather they have insurance or not. It's still expensive. And then to understand if it's a bill, if it's not a bill, and how many bills you get.
It's very confusing.
I mean, do I pay the bill or do I eat?
Right. You could go down. You could just trying to figure that out is
even if you've got insurance.
Right.
It's expensive, and it's hard to know. Like you say, you could get 10 different bills. It's complex, and it can overwhelm any of us. We all think we're safe. We try to ignore it, but these things pop up and get us at some point, and you deal with it as best you can. But for a lot of folks, it's insurmountable.
And then having kids too, and having to get them through school and get them dressed and make sure they're fed, they're clothed, and then if one thing happens, like you said, you're thinking, I got to feed my kids today. I can't pay this bill. I've got to feed my kids. So I mean, it's real.
It's very real, and I want folks to know this isn't just me sitting in my office making decisions on folks. There's an army of social workers and physicians and nurses
I was going to ask
across
that.
this community.
How many people are working with you and making all this happen?
Yeah, so there's 5 of us in our office that are dealing with those requests, but there's hundreds of social workers at, like I said, school system nurses.
Yeah.
There's the physicians at the health departments. There's all the physicians at the hospital, all the nurses, all the case managers. So there's literally hundreds of providers who are engaged in making these referrals and vetting these patients and letting us know as these situations pop up. And it's not just here in Putnam County. It's, across
everywhere.
It's Livingston. It's everywhere in the Upper Cumberland.
Well, I just thought we're supporting our neighbors and the folks that are going through this, but it's also supporting those workers too that go through so much, and that's a lot of stress on them too.
It's a lot of stress, and I can't say enough good about many, many, many of our great nurses and case managers who they care. I mean, you get in the healthcare profession usually because you care about people, and it's wonderful to be able to say, okay, we understand that there's a need there, we can help.
John Bell is here, Cookeville Regional Medical Foundation. Today is Double Your Donation Day. So if you ever thought about making a donation, today is a great day to do it. And just before we hit this news block here, John, let's give out the phone number and website one more time.
Yeah, call us today, 931-783-2003, or go online to CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
All right. Thanks for coming in, man. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Police Chief Randy Evans announced his retirement Monday. City Manager James Mills has tabbed Major Scott Winfrey to be the new police chief when Evans retires in January. Evans has worked with the Cookeville Police Department for over 41 years, serving as chief since 2013. A resolution to begin the process of annexing some 30 acres of land into Monterey was approved Monday night, the property along Crossville Highway being eyed for an industrial development. A public hearing for the annexation proposal will take place next month. The Tennessee School Boards Association has recognized the Putnam County School Board as School Board of the Year. The annual award honors a school board for excellent service in monitoring policy, long-range planning, and involvement with the legislature and local governing boards. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. The MLB MVP finalists were announced yesterday. For the NL, the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani, Francisco Lindor of the Mets, and Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. In the NL, two Yankees got the nod as Aaron Judge and Juan Soto both were named finalists, while Bobby Witt Jr. of the Royals was also on the ballot. Ole Miss and LSU football were both fined by the SEC over the weekend after Ole Miss rushed the field after their win against Georgia. LSU was fined for throwing bottles and debris on the field and their loss to Alabama. The Seattle Seahawks waived their leading tackler on Monday in hopes of finding more success on defense. Inside linebacker Tyrell Dodson was in his first season with the Seahawks and led the team with 71 tackles on the season. He also had 2 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. Dodson will go on waivers where he'll hope to be picked up for the remainder of the season. In college basketball last night, Purdue took care of Yale 92-84. Rutgers escaped St. Peter's 75-65. Alabama got a scare from McNeese, ultimately winning 72-64, and Florida beat Grambling 86-62. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office at Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Home Depot CEO Ted Decker says its shoppers are spending more on seasonal goods and some outdoor projects. The home improvement retailer is raising its forecast for the year. The number of transactions held steady in the summer quarter, though customers are spending slightly less. Earnings and revenue came in better than expected. Home Depot's raising expectations for the year. You'll be able to shop early at Target on Black Friday. Target says the day after Thanksgiving, it will open at 6 a.m. and remain open until midnight. Following Black Friday, Target's holiday shopping hours will be 7 a.m. to midnight. Wall Street bonuses are expected to increase industry-wide this year, anywhere from 15 to 35% over last year. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Success, it's discipline, it's teamwork. It's the drive and passion inside of us that comes before all recognition. It's the best of each of us made better by the best in all of us. It's what Stifel's been doing for over 130 years. And it's why Stifel is one of the fastest growing global wealth management and investment banking firms in the industry. Stifel, it's where success meets success. Start your journey at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
Stifel Nicholas and Company Incorporated, member SIPC and NYSE.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Going to be a mostly sunny day with temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 60s to around 70. Overnight, low 40s. We'll be in the lower 60s tomorrow as a reinforcing shot of cooler air comes in, but sunshine returns. And then maybe by Wednesday night, we get some more rain with daytime highs in the mid 60s, overnight lows in the 40s.
Good morning, Cookeville. With Jason and Sheila.
Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Office Mart and Industry Mart. We're Jason and Sheila, live here in the Willow Window Studio.
Blair Dudley is our guest right now. Hip Cookeville is what he started, and he's also one of the most influential. I know I'm making you feel a little awkward about that, but Jason and I were talking, you really deserve this, because I remember when you first started Hip Cookeville, it started with just a few followers. Then I look and it's like several thousand followers, and I don't even know what it's up to now, but
85,000.
85,000. And how long has Hip Cookeville been around?
10 years, started in September 2014.
But the way you guys moderate it and you try to keep negativity out, people use it as like, hey, what is a recommendation for this or that? It really is a big platform.
It's a real source
Yes.
of information. I mean, it really is.
Professional.
We started it that way, and we planned it out that way. If you look at the very first post in there, it says this is how this group's going to go. That was 10 years ago, and that, for the most part, is how things have happened. And really, we just try to maintain order within the group. We don't allow negativity, which really makes some people angry sometimes. But we kind of demand that people respect one another, which is a difficult thing to moderate at times, because everybody, it doesn't have to be negative to be disrespectful, comment. And we try to keep everybody feeling as safe as possible within the group to be able to ask their questions about businesses. Our intent is to, within the Facebook group, our intent is to heavily support the small businesses. And there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that have transacted through that, through interactions in that group. Somebody needs a plumber. They need, their dog groomed or whatever. And so they'll ask the questions. So what that does for the small businesses is they get to get recommended over and over and over and over again for free. And I think we all know word of mouth is the biggest factor.
Oh, for people that you trust in your community, and you see that right there on Hip Cookeville and what they're saying.
And so it's different than Googling it and seeing, oh, they got 5 stars or whatever. This is like straight from the mouths of people.
Right.
Well, it's gotten so hard to believe anything that you see on the internet anymore, that when you see your buddy recommend somebody, or somebody that you know, or somebody that you're Facebook friends with, it does pull more weight.
It does. And especially, we have a lot of new people coming in. They don't know anything.
And there's so many people in our area now that's new and moved in, and
it
really helps them.
It helps businesses get discovered, organizations get discovered. God knows how many, the fundraisers that are happening, everything. And, sometimes it is like during the tornado and ice storms and stuff, it's a really important source of information to people and people go to it. I mean, you can see it immediately if something happens.
Yeah.
People are asking questions, and we try our best to, in that situation, really only get out information that's coming from a source, because everybody's got their opinions, and you can create fear in the community if you don't watch it. So, yeah.
That's what y'all are really good at. I know you've got a team that really help moderate that, and who all's behind the scenes too? I know you can't name everybody, but how many people have you got helping you now?
just on the Facebook group outside of the events that we do, I believe there's 10 of them. Our most critical one has been her name's CJ Johnson, and she's been a beast of a moderator. You know, she just takes on somebody. CJ's actually disabled, and so this is like she made me cry one time when she's like, you know, this is very important to me. This is my give back to the community.
Yeah.
So
it gives her purpose too, and she knows she's helping the community that she lives in and loves.
Right. Yeah. And Amber Underwood is another one. There's some that have been that started out as admins quite a while. They've even moved out of the area, but they help us still. So Chris Qualls is one of them. And I'm forgetting all kinds of people at this point in time, you know.
But you surround yourself by good people, and that just says a lot about who you are as well. And I know you hate having the compliments and everything, but that's why I think you definitely deserved one of the most influential, because you've definitely influenced people by even having Hip Cookeville and in the events you have in the community.
Right, yeah, and that's so as far as this most influential team, does Hip Cookeville deserve it? Yes. Does our team deserve it? Yes. 100%.
Does Sheila Scruggs deserve it?
I mean,
No.
100%.
A lot more than you do, man.
I totally agree with that. Yeah,
it's not true.
I was just riding coattails onto that magazine.
No.
I think we all felt like that. This is what is so great about the group that we're in with this year. I just felt like, what are we doing in the middle of all these great people?
Right.
But look how many great people are in our community that are doing different avenues of things that really are making it a great place to live.
Yeah, it's so cool because remember, this is what, the third magazine of influential, and then you had 3 more that were movers and shakers or something. I mean, oh my gosh, all the people in this community that actually put into it and get and go, you know, make things happen.
We were talking about it this morning before it went on the air, and I was like, Sheila, did you feel like that Sesame Street song, like, 2 of these kids are doing their own thing, 2 of these kids just don't belong last night?
Totally how I felt.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. It just because I mean there were some extremely deserving, and I put you in that basket, by the way, Blair, that are actually deserving of being the most influential. So, and Hip Cookeville for sure, I totally agree with that. Your team and what you've done with Hip Cookeville, not just the Facebook page, but your website and events as well.
Yeah, and we have managed to influence people towards good, right? I mean, and so the events. I mean, we're gearing up right now to open emergency shelter again this year. You know, if it gets cold enough, and you know, for the unhoused, and not only for the unhoused, but for, I mean, there's people, if it's freezing and you're elderly and your electricity goes off or something like that, we provide a shelter for that too.
It's a no questions asked facility. I mean, you come knock on the door, and if you got space, you're in, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, we have to watch a few things, but yeah, but we will, if we can't let somebody in.
You're not letting the bad stuff in.
Yeah, but we'll also try to find them shelter, you know, even if it's a hotel or something like that. Try. And dogs, and you know, a lot of people have dogs, so we have to make arrangements for them.
So it's one thing to develop this group to let people know what's happening. It's another thing to put on these cool concerts at CPAC. But what is it that I mean, you have a real passion for the community and helping? Was that part of the beginning of Hip Cookeville to do, or is that something that just kind of blossomed within that?
No, it was intentional to create all of the things that we've created over time. You never know where the need's going to be, but I tell people that for us to get involved in it, it either has to be fun or it's got to be important. You know, quality of life, it should be for everyone in the community, whether you, like, literally are unhoused or you're a gazillionaire. Your quality of life matters because you're a human being.
Right.
Here, and you're part of our community, red and yellow, black and white.
They are precious on our side.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We're talking to Blair Dudley, the founder of Hip Cookeville.
Yeah.
Okay, founder. King, Grand Poobah, I don't know.
They call me CEO.
The CEO of Hip Cookeville. More with Blair coming up here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio.
It's football time across the Upper Cumberland as our TTU Golden Eagles look to bring home another OVC championship and the Sergeant York Trophy back to Cookeville. And you can catch every throw, every kick, every tackle, every first down, every touchdown, and every victory on your home of the Golden Eagles Sports Network this football season with Swallows Insurance. Protecting your future is what we do. And Cookeville's greatest hits on 106.1 The Eagle.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Are you tired of spending your precious time driving to and from our dealership for your service needs? That's why we are excited to announce Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service. With Ford Pickup and Delivery from Ford of Cookeville, we come to you. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are. Want to learn more about Ford Pickup and Delivery and Ford Mobile Service? Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
Do you ever feel like gambling is causing financial strain or hurting your relationships? The Gambling Clinic has been helping people change their gambling habits for over 2 decades. With physical clinics and remote online appointments, we're here to help you make informed decisions about your gambling. Visit us at thegamblingclinic.com so we can work together to help you win back your life. This project is funded by the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. Brought to you by the Tennessee Gambling Clinic, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Willow Window is your go-to destination for all your window needs. At Willow Window, we specialize in providing top quality windows that not only enhance the beauty of your home, but also improve energy efficiency. Our wide selection includes a variety of styles, colors, and materials that suit every taste and budget. Visit Willow Window at willowwindow.pro or call 946-3691. Visit the friendly, experienced team at the new Willow Window showroom at 310 Newman Drive in Cookeville. Willow Window is the name you can trust.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:48 now.
We've been talking with Blair Dudley of Hip Cookeville, also one of the most influential people, and he definitely is that.
Cookeville Lifestyles magazine.
Cookeville Lifestyle, yes, Cookeville Lifestyle magazine. Yeah. We haven't been saying most influential in Cookeville Lifestyle magazine.
Not that he's not the most influential, we know that, but
we got to give Cookeville Lifestyle.
Cookeville Lifestyle magazine,
which and the founder of Cookeville Lifestyle, Chelsea Dartez, will be in Thursday morning at 7:30, along with Andrew Buckner, who wrote a lot of the articles that you'll see in Cookeville Lifestyles when it drops, which it's this week. I'm not
I
sure.
thought it was today.
Was it
think
today?
so.
Yeah.
Today?
So.
So we'll talk to them about it and how they chose the folks
Mm-hmm.
and everything at 7:30. But Blair, I know, you said all of your staff deserves that recognition, and I know, but it took a while for you to build that staff
Oh yeah, it
and
did.
surround yourself with all those folks that are helping you make Hip Cookeville what it is and create the events, the Hispanic Heritage Festival.
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly Festival, which I loved.
Mhm.
It's such a great
That was
festival.
a lot of fun.
And that was the first one was this past year.
No, this last year was our second one.
Okay.
Yep, it was our
So,
second one.
It's just great. It just keeps, and then all of the concerts that you have at CPAC, man, that's some great shows. Really great music.
Right.
One of my favorites was the Heart Tribute. I love
Yeah,
that one.
we're going to try to get them back too.
Barracuda, their name.
So the things that we do in the community, because I think a lot of people don't recognize that it's us actually behind
Right.
some of this stuff. They think the city's doing it or whatever, or it just magically happens by fairies.
But it's a lot of planning behind the scenes that people don't realize.
Oh, there's probably 6 months of planning
Yeah.
in every festival that we do.
Everybody knows events just happened, Blair.
I know, right?
There's zero work involved with it. Everybody knows. It's all about the glamour and the Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that.
But the cool thing is the community gets involved in things with volunteers and all that. So yeah, we do. So starting in, we'll have some concerts at CPAC in starting in March, and we'll have a full year schedule of shows there. We do have Firefly Festival. That'll be in April. We're taking it to 2 days this year. Incredible amount of and that so people know Firefly is to celebrate local musicians, local original artists that are putting out their own songs and music, local artists and vendors that are actually making the jewelry and different things here.
It's a great way to find out exactly how much talent is here in the Upper Cumberland.
Isn't it freaking amazing, too?
It is amazing. And there's so many great singers, so many great artists that create different things. And that's why I thought the Firefly Festival was great, because they need to be celebrated.
Right.
And people need, all in one place. It's hard to believe we have that many folks that are so talented in one area.
Right. And then we do the Hispanic Heritage Festival, Upper Cumberland Hispanic Heritage Festival. That is to celebrate the culture and arts of our wonderful and growing Hispanic community, right? And the people come from all across the state to come to that festival.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we just did the Cookeville Treat Trail. We started that.
Oh, yes.
We started that, 7 or 8 years ago. And I know
that's gotten bigger each time too.
it has, yeah. Well, we got it down to a science on that thing just about, but that's a big thing we do. Then the emergency shelter, we're going to add on some. We try to only add one big thing a year into what we're doing. Then we've got the website, and that website hipcookeville.com's got resources on it, and that we've developed out. One of those is community calendar.
I love that community calendar.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so that's where you can, in the palm of your hand, instead of scrolling through social media or whatever, you can hit hipcookeville.com, go to the calendar, and see pretty much what's going on in town on any given day.
Which seems to be a lot more these days. From when Hip Cookeville started 10 years ago to now, the amount of things going on in the community is, it's more than, way more than doubled. Just the amount of stuff that's going on. You obviously you've noticed that too.
Yeah. We are a little competitive at times, and so when there's another festival going on, there's so many just cool things, and I love it because, one of my personal desires from the very beginning has been for Cookeville and the Upper Cumberland to become an arts and music destination for people, because similar to what Asheville, North Carolina is, because we've got all the waterfalls, we've got the marinas, we've got hiking trails, and so people are coming out here anyway.
Right.
So bring them on out into town. let's get some tax dollars. And
well, that's the thing, you know, tourism now is one of our biggest things that we do. I mean, it makes I forgot, I can't think of the word I'm trying to think. As far as economic impact,
right?
Tourism is real close to number one,
right?
If it's not number one here in the Upper Cumberland, and you're right. It's, you know, the events that get put on, the festivals that get put on, those are amenities to people coming to visit, or businesses thinking about moving here, or people just thinking about moving here. I mean, we just got recognized as one of the top small college towns in America this week. So, I mean, all of those things working together has really made this kind of a hot spot.
Right. And people, you know, I don't know that people realize how important the arts and stuff like that is to bring a company from wherever, California, something like that. You want a technology company to come in. Well, they're going to look and see, what's this place like? You know, because they have, you know, wives and husbands and children and all the things.
Sure.
And they're going to hold them accountable. It's like, what did you bring us to?
Yeah.
You know, we had everything, and you just brought us here. So, you know, improving that, it makes us much more attractive to folks. And
was that a driving force when you started Hip Cookeville as well, or is that just a side benefit?
No, that was actually, you know, all of this.
That was your original goal, wasn't it? To make it more an art community and support the arts and really let everybody know what a talent pool we have here.
I mean, gosh, we have a symphony orchestra in a town the size of Cookeville
that people still don't know about.
Yeah, we have it's an incredible symphony orchestra, and it's you know, it's its own thing. It's not like run by tech or something.
Yeah.
And people need to support that. By the way, big time. They need to support that. We have PBS station. There's not many of those in the nation, and one of them's planted right here in Cookeville, Tennessee.
It's pretty amazing. And I, for one, thank you and the organization of Hip Cookeville for, you know, I don't really like traveling that far at night because I've got such an early morning show. I love that I can just go across town, see a great show, or be in an event, and then go right back home in 5 minutes. I mean, that is so awesome to have. I mean, so
and people need to take advantage of it.
Definitely. And it's great shows too. It's not just, oh, this piddly show. I'm going to just say, I'm so sick of people thinking because it's a Cookeville show, it's not good, because that's not true. When Hip Cookeville is behind it, it is great.
Yeah. We focus on the experience. Yeah.
It's great.
Our team, you know, that team, I mean, Melissa Ellis is involved with it. She's incredible. Peter Reinish is an amazing lights and guy. Ben Owens does our sound. He's been around forever.
Which that's not easy either. He does a great job on the sound.
Yeah, Ben. I mean, you don't have a good sound guy, you don't have a good show.
That's
all
right.
there is to it. You know, Celeste Lindsay, she's basically our marketing director. She has created our website, and she does so many things that I could do, but I don't do. You know?
Well, I mean,
you've got enough to do.
Yeah, you got to have time to do the other things that you need to be doing.
And we started out, you know, when we first started, like Mary Mae Smith from the Art Jam. She was much more involved then, but like all the artwork.
It's on your T-shirt, your bear.
T-shirts.
Still got my bear
all of
shirt.
our concert posters that we have done in the past. Heck, this Hispanic
I love that's one of my favorite shirts.
Yeah.
That's really a great colorful shirt.
So just like great people that knew what they were doing and did it well.
Blair, thanks so much for being here, and thanks for keeping Hip Cookeville up and going for us, and congratulations on being one of the most influential. You look good in the magazine, man.
Well,
I know
thank
you. I know.
10 years. Happy anniversary for Hip Cookeville.
Yeah, that's right.
Congratulations to y'all too. On
Oh, well.
all the
All right, so tomorrow, who we got, Sheila?
We have got Zach Gant. He is with the Movement Church. We'll find out more about that. Also, Laura Holloway, the kitchen play. You know, she was off Broadway.
Whatever that means.
Now they're going to be showing that play in Cookeville the week of Thanksgiving. So we'll talk more about that. Maybe have some cast members in.
Sounds great. We'll see you guys tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB.